Honorable Alexander Afenyomarkins, the minority leader and also a ranking member in the appointment committee, Abusuan Ode, in Sem Ababetuja, Minum Yebekaya of late, and a year. Honorable Okujato Ablakwa, she said, under the vetting or exposure, a year Honorable Alexander Afenyomarkins, or didn't send the idea to your fan who said a evidence be or more enya at their fan was a zero, or more after a year evidence. The second phase of their investigation. Now, for Honorable Ababon, Tababe, you know, one or the same be about to your choir of fast or unya, Saja Padi, as I say, Ura, team no extra, just a yabine new man was a son of Sua, where you know, Wababe, you know, one, a choir of fast or unya Saja Padi, and a horse for so many years, about even in SHS, and I say, because SS that time, obviously, or the science seminar, the Ababa to remember some Casabana, the sea call, they go quit and someone. Honorable Alexander Afenyomarkins, Eddie Ababa to Janabashan and so Eddie May say her, BELLTV J. Sobusu say, and then they declare the channel is one. The best so I need to know book one, so subscribe like now about my for Prince Media team. And ya be at sea, BELLTV J. So, Yinti Honorable Alexander Afenyomarkins, the minority leader for MPP. Then summer or the Ababa to Janasi. That's who Arjun Chibi, need no book one, so modern. Now, Yachra Arjun Abashan and so Eddie May say her, BELLTV J. Sobusu. But subscribe button also, notification bell also for more podcast updates. Yeah, that's
when we finished school, 1997, we had to stay home for 2 years. So I came to hustle in Accra. Through the hustling and schooling, I found my way at Ghana Post. So I was working as a postboy, rose through the ranks to principal post officer. I was given a scholarship to go and study at Kivas. When I went to Kivas, 99, got in 2001 before I'd come into office. In July, when we vacated, I didn't go back to school because there was a career counseling and they introduced us into entrepreneurship. Okay. So I abandoned school. My colleagues know. I left Kivas at level 300. Okay? I didn't go back to school. I abandoned school to come and chase money. I bought my first Mercedes, my BMW. I still have those old cars packed.
Okay.
No, MFI, you must hear this. You brought it. Even if it is the last minute. No, you are not done.
But we've heard you.
No, you want to know. Please get the facts. And I started running my business. I'm married. I had my wedding at age 23. My wife was 22. Is that okay? I started running Excel Courier, a multi-million-dollar investment. Stanchart gave me $5 million facility. Barclays Bank gave me $10 million facility.
Now you're sounding like you may be bragging.
I'm not, because you need to know the fact.
Yes, I need to know.
I am saying that at a younger...
But how do you respond to criticism?
Do you want us to have a conversation?
At least, I don't want to go through
you
all
said that some people said, how did I acquire? I wasn't in public service. Wait, you said some people are saying I was too young.
Of course, they've
and
asked,
I'm saying that,
questions.
Sure, I will answer.
But you've answered.
Though I was not in public service, I started business early. I've worked for Guinness. I have my trucks. We're doing work for Diamond Cement from Tablibo to Togo to Aflawo to Bupe. My tankers haul from Ivory Coast all the way to Jos Plateau.
We can't go through all the things
my
you've
business
done.
in Awaso
How do you then respond? At least let's go back to the
I am not one of those people who would come in and I'm not a tenant. I am a landlord. I'm not somebody who will buy property and put it in somebody's name. I won't do it.
Okay.
I will never do it. It is my bona fide.
Yes.
And I am proud of my work as a businessman. It's the reason why I didn't go into government. The reason why I told my regional minister when we won power 2017 that said, because of my business, I won't go. It's the reason why even in 2021, Kennedy Japan fought me. That we are saying Kwaji Interior Minister, I will say won't pay. We are saying Kwaji Health Minister, I will say won't pay. Me say because I'm running my private business.
Okay.
I want to run my business. I don't want to go into government. I would want to get into government when I'm in my late 50s or in my 60s. At that time,
and you're living that dream now. That's
I would have settled in.
Let's talk a bit more.
I just need you to understand.
Mr. Minority Leader, I've heard you.
No, let me conclude.
Okay.
I would hear you. Let me conclude. The gentleman brought a search report and created the impression that my land in Winneba are state land. With the greatest respect,
We've checked on that.
You've checked, and what was your outcome?
What I'm saying, at least that land is not a state land. At least, I would give my producers that, so we put that.
I would end it.
But I would want to find out, back to the vetting or appointments committee. Do you get the sense that it's become a forum for settling personal scores and relitigating matters that could have been dealt with somewhere else?
MFA, again, I believe that if you've watched Honorable Bagbin of Nadole Kalio as he then was, and is vetted, you won't draw this conclusion. I believe that if you've watched Harun Idrisu, look, in 2017 and 2021, we spent hours where Muntaka would bring videos.
It's not really about the hours, but it does appear that it looks like personal scores are being settled.
Okay, so give me an example.
Using the appointments committee is the criticism. And it does appear that competence is not the key concern for the committee. And you have come under that criticism.
Give me an example of personal scores. Who do I have a score to settle with?
You don't have a personal score with anyone.
No, ask who.
Okay. So at least, let's talk about the three, at least Omani Bwama has gone through. How about Ablakwa and Sam George?
We've not taken a decision.
Or there will be a secret.
We've not taken a decision yet. You know that.
How is it going?
You know that Speaker made certain statements on the floor, and we recuse ourselves. I'm sure from tomorrow, when we engage, we will know what to do. We've not taken a decision yet.
Okay, but does it look like they will go through a consensus or your side?
We've not taken a decision
yet.
When we take a decision, the public will know.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about the suspensions. I promised our listeners and our viewers that we have a number of questions that we'll go through, but our radio audience will leave us at this point, and the Walk with Jesus will take over. But we continue right here on the Joy News channel on seeing the concerns that your side have raised. What exactly is going to happen going forward? Well,
Mr. Speaker, we call him Father, oh Father. He is the father of the house. He's taking certain decisions. Our side is not happy with it. We believe that we should be able to engage him. Throughout this weekend, we've not had a successful engagement yet. I'm sure tomorrow, being Monday, we'll be able to sit with him and express all our concerns and find a solution. So, to that extent, I would say that let's wait and see.
Okay. But the walkout, for instance, that led to at least pave the way for all nominees.
We didn't walk out.
Okay. What happened?
We recused ourselves. Your reporter was there. I mean, for some time, let's deal with the facts.
So you just recused yourself?
We recused as a result of Mr. Speaker's ruling.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker said the selection committee should meet immediately to reconstitute
the committee,
the appointment committee.
Yes.
So we said, we drew the chairman's attention because the chairman and I were both not there.
Yes.
It was my whip who came to report to me the happenings in the.
So where I was going with this is that, are you going to then challenge the legitimacy of the work the committee did after you recused yourself?
I've told you that we would engage Mr. Speaker tomorrow. All matters will come to the table for discussion.
Okay.
Don't let me rush to say this or that or that. First of all, we need to engage the man, and I want to give him that respect to engage. If things get to the point where we all expect, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Okay.
Whatever it is, there would be a way out. So you wait, let's engage Mr. Speaker, so that we bring clarity to all the issues. Okay.
We'll simmer a bit and go to the questions, but you're a Catholic. You went to church today? Did you go for Mass?
Today I wasn't at Mass.
I'm going there because we've heard, at least we've seen the statement from the Catholic Church, at least the Accra Diocese, Archdiocese. It was as a result of that question you posed as part of your vetting, the issue about Freemasonry. It came up. Some have wondered why religion and secret society, amongst others, came up during that. But I'm sure you tell us why. I asked that because they've said that a true Catholic cannot be a Freemason. So which one are you choosing? You still maintain you're a true Catholic and still be a Mason?
Okay, so I am under the Cape Coast Archdiocese.
Okay.
My Archbishop is Palmer Buckle. My Archbishop has not written a letter to me.
At least they've not issued a statement by the Accra Archdiocese.
Can I finish?
Okay. That's a statement.
Can I finish?
Finish.
I listened to you in silence. Archbishop Amaboka has not written to me. I've not been denied an opportunity to take communion. Father celebrates Mass with me, either at home or in the office. I think that many people have misconception about Freemasonry. So hear me on this and quote me any day. 1, Freemasonry is not an occultic society. 2, Freemasonry is not a secret society. Freemasonry is not an antichrist organization. I am a Christian, and I will not join a society that is an antichrist society. Those things you watch on TV, they say occult, taking blood, doing those odious things, that's not Freemasonry. In fact, at the perfection stage of Masonry, you must profess Christ. I believe that when the opportunity comes for us to sit, my bishops will realize that there's no difference between Freemasonry and the Marshallans and that of the Knights of St. John's.
Really?
These are fraternal societies that talk about value systems, that talk about how we should live our lives. Okay? And I decided bring it. This is the Rose Choir. This is a book. This is Rose Choir. When you perfected, okay? Everything in this is about the New Testament. Everything in this book, I will leave it with you, is about Christ. And if you have time, I want to read something to you. I want to read something.
Briefly.
No, you need to know. If you don't have the time, let us leave it, because me, I don't want to read in between.
This is also my studio. This is
so
not
I won't force you.
Committee.
I won't
so
force
if
you.
I say briefly, we go briefly.
No, it can't be brief. You are supposed to know. If you wouldn't have time, we can schedule another time.
This is not a Bible. I would wish to know a Bible.
So I will leave it to you.
Yes, leave it to
I don't want to read part and leave another. I want you to have a full understanding. If me, Kwame, sitting here, I know that Masonry is some occultic society. I won't even talk about it. Or it's some secret bee that I have. There are, in Freemasonry, we have Methodist priests who attend Masonry.
Okay.
We have a lot of Christians. No. Let me explain something. I'm sure that because of this issue of the Catholics and the Anglican, the history, you know how Anglican came out of the Catholic Church. The Church of England. I think that is basically historical. The rivalry is historical. But there's nothing very substantial, okay, that will say that, oh, there's something. With the greatest respect, I believe that whoever is criticizing Masonry has not had the opportunity to know what Masonry about. So in brief, you disagree that a true Catholic cannot be a Mason? I am saying that in principle, there should be nothing wrong with